Hi, mamas. My name is Koya, and welcome to this well-rounded prenatal yoga class. This class is intended for individuals who have been practicing yoga pre-pregnancy. This week we are 20 weeks pregnant. Feels kind of like a milestone, reaching the halfway point. I have been feeling a little bit more musculoskeletal complaints this week. My sacroiliac joint, so the joint space right between my sacrum, seems to be a little bit inflamed here and there, which also happened with my first pregnancy. So chiropractic care has really been helping me with that, in addition to a lot more pelvic floor exercises. Other than that, feeling like I have more energy, less nausea, but still have some here and there. And I hope you're all feeling well and excited about this journey. Truly is a journey. Today in our yoga class, we are going to need at least one block. I think it's good to have at least one bolster or a firm pillow if you have one at home. I always have two by just in case. I also have a strap, and I'm currently sitting on a blanket. So let's start in a seated posture. Let's close your eyes, just gently roll your shoulders back. Feel like your spine is straight and strong. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your babe, to your womb. Just take a few seconds to connect here. Might feel a little kick here and there. Okay, open your eyes, bring your hands to your knees. We'll do 8 head rolls to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Return to a neutral position. We're going to roll our shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more back. Let's do some hip rolls to the right. 2, feel like you're moving from one sit bone to the next. Just back and forth, big circles or small circles, whatever feels good to you. 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to inhale, keep your hands on your knees, open your chest, open your collarbones, gaze goes up, heart goes up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your upper back. Really feel like you're pressing your heart into the back of the room. Inhale, open your chest, open your heart up towards the sky or ceiling. And exhale, round over. Again, inhale. Gaze is up. And exhale, round over. Inhale, open up the chest. And exhale. Inhale to a neutral position. Let's move our blanket. We're going to come to hands and knees. Now on all fours, we're going to untuck the toes here. I'm just going to do, instead of cat-cow here, we're going to be focusing on our lumbar spine and our sacral region. I just want you to focus on isolating the movement here. So when you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, just slightly tilt your pelvis, just the back. So you're tilting your pelvis so your sit bones are going up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, tilt them under. You're not moving your upper back, you're not moving your mid back, just your pelvis. Inhale, exhale. You're going to tilt the pelvis forward, so the sit bones are going up, the tailbone is going up. Exhale and tilt under. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, tilt the sacrum. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, curve the spine. Curve the low back. Sit bones and tailbone going towards the floor. Inhale, neutral. Exhale. Sit bones go up, tailbone goes up. Inhale to neutral. Exhale. Feel like you're trying to round that pelvis, round the low back, round the sacrum. Inhale, neutral. Exhale. Sit bones go up, tailbone goes up. Inhale, neutral. Exhale. Try to curve. It's a very minimal movement. It's a minuscule movement. You're really not going to feel too much. Inhale. Exhale. Just keep going like this. Inhale. Exhale. Might feel your pelvic floor engage, your low belly engage. Inhale, neutral. Exhale. Try to round out one more time. And inhale the neutral. Tuck your toes and exhale the downward dog. Lift the hips firmly into the mat. Make sure your feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. Straighten your elbows. The elbow creases are facing the front of your mat. You can rock your hips side to side if that feels good to you. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, and we're going to walk our hands towards our feet. Good. Inhale, come to a little bit of a flat back here. You can keep your knees bent or straight. Exhale, really reach your arms slightly forward. Keep your knees bent if that's comfortable. You're going to find your hips and inhale back up, just standing. Good. We're going to interlace our fingers. Inhale, exhale, reach the fingers, or the palms of the hands and the fingers down. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale, feel like your heels are pressing firmly into the mat. Inhale, release the clasp, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, bend your knees, fall forward. Bring your hands down to the mat and walk out to a downward dog. Take one breath here. Exhale. The next inhale, raise the left leg up towards the sky. Externally rotate your left hip. So your hip is opening up to the front of the room. And exhale, you're going to bring the left leg forward to a low lunge, untuck the back toes. Come onto your fingertips, gaze goes up, open the collarbones here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant your fingers or your palms and come back into a downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Externally rotate that hip. So now that hip is open to the back of the room. Inhale and exhale, come to a low lunge. Right foot between the hands, untuck the back toe, come onto your fingertips. Inhale, exhale. Really gentle press into that left hip. We're not pressing too hard. This is just a warm-up. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, walk your hands back towards your feet. Find your hips. Inhale, standing. Interlace the fingers. Inhale and exhale. Press the fingers or the palms down towards the ground. Inhale, reach them up towards the sky. The palms are pressing upwards. Exhale, press the heels firmly into the mat. Inhale, release the clasp, reach your fingertips up, and exhale, fall forward. Walk your hands out to a downward dog. One inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg up, externally rotate the hip. Inhale and exhale, low lunge. Drop the back knee, come onto your fingertips, gaze goes up. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, we're actually going to raise our torso and arms up towards the sky. And exhale. If this is too much on your knee or it just feels uncomfortable, you can stay in this low lunge with the arms down. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms on either side of the front foot, come into a downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up, externally rotate that hip. Exhale, right leg comes forward, untuck the toes. Gaze goes up on your fingertips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, you raise the torso up, arms come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, both palms down, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, walk the hands back. Find your hips, inhale, standing. Interlace the fingertips, exhale. Palms press towards the ground. Inhale, raise them up towards the sky, up over the head. Exhale, plant the heels, really press them firmly into the ground. Release and inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, fall forward. Walk your hands out to a downward dog. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Externally rotate. Exhale. Low lunge. Inhale, open up your shoulders, open up the collarbone. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Torso comes up, arms reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to put our palms down. And we're actually going to straighten that front leg and come over that leg. So you're really just, all the weight is on the back leg. A few breaths here. This is gentle. We're not straining to come forward onto that, and up and over that hamstring, or up and over that thigh to stretch our hamstring. And being gentle with our bodies. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front leg. Tuck the toe in the back and come to a downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Externally rotate that hip. Exhale, low lunge. Untuck the back toe, come onto your fingertips, gaze comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise the torso up, arms come up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Another breath. Exhale, hands plant on either side of the front leg. Straighten that front leg, flex the right foot, and fall over that thigh. A few breaths here. One more. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee. Tuck the back toe, come into a downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, walk the hands back towards your feet. Find your hips. Inhale, flat back all the way up. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, press the fingers down. Inhale. Hands go up towards the ceiling. Palms pressing firmly upward. Exhale. Press the heels firmly into the mat. Engage the thighs. Inhale, release the clasp. Reach your arms up. Lengthen the spine and exhale, fall forward. Walk your hands out to a downward dog. One breath here. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Externally rotate that hip. And exhale. Left leg comes forward. Untuck the back toes. Come into the fingertips. Inhale, widen the chest. Exhale. Inhale, raise the torso, arms come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms down, straighten that front leg, and fall over that front thigh. A few breaths here. Make sure that front thigh is engaged. If you need to scoot the heel up a little further, that's totally fine. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front leg. And from here, we're actually going to put more weight onto the back leg and shoot that front leg straight back behind us. So that left thigh, left leg is hovering up, trying to be parallel with the mat. And you can either stay here or extend the right arm straight out in front of you. Reach the arm and the leg in opposite directions. Engage that lower belly. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come back to all fours, tuck the toes, downward dog. One breath. Inhale, raise the right leg up, externally rotate that thigh. Exhale, low lunge. Untuck the toes, come onto your fingertips. Gaze is up. On each exhale, sink further into that hip flexor. Inhale, raise the torso up, arms come up. One breath. Exhale, hands on either side of the front leg. Straighten that front thigh. Move the heel just slightly forward if that's more comfortable and fall forward. Keep that front thigh engaged, knees drawn up. On the next exhale, bend that front leg. Try to put more weight onto that back leg and shoot the right leg straight out behind you. Now it's floating in the air, parallel with the mat. Now you can either stay here or reach the left arm forward. Reach the arm and the leg in opposite directions strongly. Low belly engaged. Inhale and exhale. Come down to all fours, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward dog. Take your few breaths. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, bring it forward to a high lunge. We're actually going to ground the back leg and inhale the warrior one. All the way up. Interlace the fingers, gaze comes up. Check to make sure that front knee is tracking over the front ankle. And strongly engage that back thigh. Shoulders are down, elbows are straight. On the next exhale, come into a warrior two. Open up those arms, open up the hips. Shoulders are down. If you need to shorten your stance, do so now. Inhale. We're going to come back to warrior one. Arms come up. Close off that left hip. We're actually going to release our arms down. Find your block. Have it come straight out in front of you. And come into a high lunge. And come into a warrior three. So if you're comfortable, keep your hands directly on your block and come into a warrior three. If you need two blocks for this, That's also doable. If you want to use a wall to hold on to, we don't want you falling over, but we also want to practice our balancing and strengthening of our lower body. If this is too much for you, just stay in warrior one. Bend the front leg. We're going to come to a high lunge, but keep your hands firmly planted on either side of the front leg. And we're going to actually untuck the toes, come into a, raise your torso up and come into a low lunge, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands on either side of the front leg, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, come to downward dog. Bring your knees down to the ground like you're on all fours. We're actually going to bring our knees up to the front of our mat. So come up to the front of the mat. We're going to sit on our heels here. And from here, we're going to shoot the left leg straight back behind us. So keep the sit bone directly on the right heel, but the right leg is going to shoot back behind us. Keep their palms directly in front of you. And now with that back leg that's extended and straight, we're going to turn it inward. So an internal rotation with that straight leg. So now your toes are facing the back of the room or the right long side of your mat. You're going to feel an opening or an extension or a stretching in the right side of your body. You can lean into it if that feels good to you. Now we're going to turn the leg the other way. So now the toes are going to face the front of the mat. So we're opening up the hips slightly here. Keep the legs straight. Keep that back leg, that back foot flexed. And you can lean into it once again. Okay, drop that back knee if it's been up. We're going to sit onto that right hip. We're going to come into pigeon. So bring that right lower leg slightly forward. Then we're going to straighten that back leg and shift your hips so now they're parallel with the mat. Keep your palms planted, gazes up, open the chest. And continue to shift your hips over towards that left side to open up the left hip flexor. Keep the gaze upward. Strongly engage that back straight leg. Press it firmly into the mat. We're going to tuck the back toe. Come into a downward dog from here. One breath here. And exhale. We're going to bring the right leg forward. Ground the back leg. Inhale the warrior two. Exhale. Now straighten that front thigh. Rotate your body so now you're facing what was the back of the room. We're going to bring that right leg in just slightly. Come into a warrior one. Bend that front thigh. Inhale. Hips we're trying to keep parallel with the front of the mat. Interlace the fingertips, except for the index fingers. Elbows are straight, Shoulders are down, back leg engaged. On the next exhale, open up to a warrior two. You need to shift your feet or your stance a little. It's fine to do so now. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Keep your ribs in and down. Activate the pelvic floor by pulling upward. Inhale, exhale, come back to warrior one. A few breaths here. On the next exhale, we're going to find our block. Plant it out in front of us. Raise those back heels up and come into a warrior three. Push up. Try to keep those hips square with the ground. Again, if you need a chair or a wall to hold on to, we do not want you to fall. Shoulders are down, left thigh engaged, reaching out with the right leg. Lift a low belly. Bend that front leg, lower the back leg down. We're going to come to a low lunge. Untuck that back toe. Inhale, raise the arms and torso up. A few breaths here. And exhale. Both hands on either side of the front leg. Tuck the back toe, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One breath. Exhale, drop the knees. On all fours, we're actually going to scooch up to the very front of our mat. Sit on our heels. We're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. So we're going to reach that right leg towards the back of your mat, your new back. Straighten the back leg. The toes are now going to face the back of the wall or the left side of the mat. Lean into that. You should feel a really lovely stretch on that right hip flexor, right side of your body. And turn the toes towards the front of the room. Straighten that back leg. Keep the right foot flexed. This is just opening another part of your groin area. And then fall onto that left hip. We're going to come into pigeon on this side. So we're going to bring that left lower leg out away from our bodies. Straighten that back leg. And then float up over that right hip. Palms are planted, gaze is up. Open up the chest. Press firmly into the mat with that back leg. Okay, tuck the back toe, come into a downward dog. One breath. And in the next exhale, step your left leg forward. Ground the back leg. Inhale, warrior two. Just one breath. Straighten that front leg. Rotate that leg inward. So now we're facing the long side of our mat. We're facing each other. And we're just going to heel toe our feet slightly more together. Inhale, raise the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, do just a little bit of a squat here. Come as deep into this squat as you can. And inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, drop the arms down, squat. Move the hands downward into this circular motion. Inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, hands come down, squat. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. This time we're going to hold. Bring your hands just to your knees. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And inhale, raise your arms up, straighten your legs. Exhale, hands come down. Heel your toe, your feet in just a slightly more. Great. Make sure you grab your block so it's close by. Inhale your arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, come into a squat. Malasana. Now you can take your block, put it directly under your sit bones if you just want a little bit more support. Feels different each day. Today I'd like a little bit extra support. We're pressing our knees outward with our elbows. Palms are firmly pressing together at the heart. Make sure your feet are rolling outward, that you're not rolling inward into the arches. Straight spine. Just a few more breaths here. On the next exhale, release. Move the block if you used one. And let's come sit onto our sit bones. We're going to extend the right leg out. At this point, I'd actually grab a blanket or a pillow, whatever is comfortable, and sit it directly underneath your sit bones. So right leg comes out to the side. Your left leg is bent, and the sole of your foot is close to your groin region. I have my heel into my left groin crease, and the sole of my foot is almost at the right groin crease, but at least pressing against my right thigh. We're going to have our right leg slide along our right thigh, my right hand sliding along my right leg, flexing the right foot. Inhale, raise the left arm up towards the sky. I'm just going to reach over to the right side of the room. Reach the hand away from your body. Feel a really beautiful stretch along the whole left side. Shoulders are down, gaze is up. Inhale, come back up. We're going to have our left hand placed on the left side of our mat. Right arm comes up and over. We're just going to slide our hand out while we come and fold over to the other side. Try to keep that right hip down and planted, so only go as far as you're able to while keeping that right hip down. Inhale back up. We're going to use 2 fingers, our index and middle, to wrap around our big toe. If you need to use a strap, you can also use a strap, wrap it around your sole of your foot, okay? Inhale, left arm comes up and over, bending at the right elbow. Once again, a lovely stretch into that left side of the body. Inhale back up. We're going to switch legs, so bend the right leg in, extend the left leg out. The left hand is sliding down. the left leg, right arm up and over. Make sure that left foot is nice and flexed. And reach with that right arm and gaze is up and under that right arm. Inhale back up. Palm is on the right side of the body. Left arm comes up and over. And just slide down as far as you're able to, keeping that left hip grounded. Inhale back up. Index and middle finger around the big toe, or you're using a strap. Bend the elbow, and right arm comes up and over the right ear. Inhale back up. We're going to extend both legs. You're still on that blanket, which is nice. Both legs are straight, both feet are flexed. We're going to interlace our fingers. Inhale, reach the palms up towards the ceiling. Elbows are straight, thighs are engaged. Inhale, straight spine, and exhale. Just lean over to the right side, gaze goes up and underneath the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, fall over to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, fall over to the right. Inhale back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up. We're going to keep our hands interlaced, but bring them down. You're going to inhale, reach for that right foot. Inhale, exhale, come around towards the left foot and back to center. Inhale, reach towards that right foot. Exhale around like you're stirring a cauldron. Inhale, back up. 2 more times like that. Inhale, exhale. And the other way. Left to right to center. Good. Okay, come back to center. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our backs. We're going to straighten our elbows, open our chest, and reach our hands down towards the mat. Gaze goes up. And now try to lift those hands off the low back. So we're doing this. They're pressing together and lifting off. And gaze goes up with our legs in a wide straddle. Don't take too wide of a straddle. Do what's comfortable. We don't want to open you up too much. But we, in terms of injury, we want to keep it safe. So if you ever feel pain, stop immediately and back off. And release. Bring the palms of the hands directly out in front of you. Open the chest up. Gaze goes up. Press firmly into the mat. Just feel a little bit of a strengthening in the upper back by gazing up, trying to feel your heart lifting up towards the sky. Legs are engaged. Feet are flexed. And release. Okay, let's take Baddha Konasana, but in a supported Baddha Konasana. So if you have 2 firm pillows or 2 bolsters, now's the time to get them. In addition to your strap, we're going to have 1 pillow or bolster facing the parallel with the short edge of our mat, and the other one directly over it, parallel with the long edge of our mat. And we're going to move our blocks out of the way, grab our strap. If you haven't already set it up to fit around your body and your feet, now's the time to do so. So create a loop. Make sure your sacrum is directly up against the end of the bolster. Bring the soles of the feet together and wrap the loop around your feet, and the back of the loop should be at your low back or sacrum region. And then we're going to find that bolster and slowly lower ourselves onto it. Open up the arms. They're about at a 45-degree angle away from our bodies. Chest is open. Gaze is up. Try to get comfortable here. And then just gently close the eyes. Let's do 4 deep breaths here. And you're more than welcome to stay in this posture for Shavasana if this feels really, really lovely and therapeutic for you. Otherwise, we're going to bring our hands to the bolster, roll our bodies up, and press your body up. We're going to undo the strap, remove it off of our bodies. And for this Shavasana, it's also going to be a supported Shavasana. There's different ways to do Shavasana in pregnancy. You can do side lying. This one is going to be a supported one on your back, but not lying completely on your back because that's not comfortable at this stage. Same thing, our sacrum is going to be finding the end of the bolster. And we're just going to lower our bodies back very gently. Straighten the legs out in front of you. You can have the feet naturally just fall out. And you can either have your hands directly on baby or they can be out to the sides. I like them out to the sides. It feels like it's opening my chest. Let's do 10 deep breaths here. Really focusing on each inhale and exhale. Do it at your own pace. Release the count and just rest naturally and breathe naturally. No focus on any particular thing. Tune in to see how your body's feeling. And you can either stay here for as long as you're able to, or you can slowly roll onto your left side of the body, very slowly. Make sure your knees are moving together. I like to bring my knees together and then slowly roll off of the bolster. And press myself up to a seated position. Finding my blanket to sit on. Sit comfortably here. Let's take a deep breath together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Thanks for practicing with us today. Namaste.